We're here in the Warner Brothers booth once again. We're here with Arthur to talk about Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7. Harry's getting older. What does that change for the Lego Harry Potter experience?
Harry's getting older in years 5 to 7, but as a minifig, it's still Harry Potter. So, our games are all about fun, and in Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7, we're going to tell the stories, but we're still keeping it fun, we're still keeping it exciting. And more than anything, we're just introducing all the cool characters. Years 5 to 7 have probably the best characters of the franchise, Bellatrix and Professor Slughorn and Professor Umbridge. And it really gives us as designers and creatives, just an excuse to have more fun, because the characters are awesome in years 5 to 7.
For people who are familiar with the Lego games, the first Harry Potter game was a little bit different in its structure to the other Lego games. Are you keeping that structure around for years 5 to 7?
Yeah, we wanted to sort of, with Lego Harry Potter, create something that felt unique from the other Lego games. We want to make sure that when someone's playing them, it feels like it's Lego Harry Potter rather than one of the other Lego games. So the whole Hogwarts living, breathing school was really successful in years 1 to 4, and we're going to carry that over into years 5 to 7, but we're going to let people get outside of Hogwarts as well. They're going to be able to sort of wander through the gates, they're going to be able to go down, get to Hogsmeade Station, get on the train, Hogwarts Express, get to London, wander around London a little bit, and really sort of explore the areas that they'd want to explore that they couldn't in the first game. And obviously, with year 7, almost all the action takes place outside of Hogwarts. So, we have to allow them to wander around the forest and go to Shell Cottage and all these other cool places. So, yeah, we're keeping that basic sort of premise of being at school and going to lessons, learning new spells and abilities, but we're kind of building on it to make it sort of a bit more epic, a bit more, a bit bigger in scope and size.
He's gone to school for 4 years, so he doesn't have to do it just as much, indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. He's learnt the basics, and now it's time to really get to play with the cool stuff. Let's give him the real badass spells, and let's give him the access to the mechanics that kind of are really going to allow players to kind of get in there and interact with the Lego.
So all Lego games is coming out on a plethora of different platforms and all that kind of stuff. How are you treating that, and will there be any specific changes made to the different versions?
Yeah, Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7 is coming out on pretty much all consoles and handheld devices. What we're looking to do is we try and tailor the control system to each specific console. I'm working obviously predominantly on the console versions. TT Fusion, who deal with all the handheld stuff, they basically take the design that we come up with and tailor it to those devices, whether it be the 3DS, whether it be the iPad, just to make sure that the experience is as good as it can be for each individual device. The first game on the iPad, iPod, and DS was a completely different game, but the Fusion guys have worked their socks off, to be fair, to basically create almost like a miniature version of the console versions. And so this time round, it's going to feel very familiar to anyone that plays the console, but they're kind of putting their own gameplay in there. So, the narrative and all the story aspect is the same, but the gameplay will be different across the platforms. But this time round, like I say, it's just there's so much more crammed into these levels that people are going to love this game, especially if they like the first one.
So where are you at in development right now?
We've been working on Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7 pretty much since we finished years 1 to 4. We've got about 3 or 4 months left. We're probably about 2 or 3 weeks ahead of schedule, and so, which is great. This gives us more time to focus test, gives us more time to kind of cram some fun stuff in at the end as well. So we're looking forward to getting the game finished. It's out Christmas time this year, and fingers crossed people are going to really enjoy playing it.